Assalamu alaikum viewers. Let's see in the beginning of the episode. Bala Hatun says to Malhun Khatun and Aljan in Janishar, I don't think Sadat Khatun has changed. Aljan, keep your eyes open. Then Malhun Khatun says, now he is angry. It will be beneficial to make arrangements. Aljan is our guest. So Aljan says he is with Fatima. At this moment Fatima comes there with Aljam Khatun and says, meet Aljam Khatun. So Aljam Khatun says while introducing herself, the daughter of Akbar Shaligundo, Bari Malhun Khatun and Bala Hatun introduce her. Then Manan says, we have heard what happened to you, it will pass soon. Then Bala says, we have heard that you are from the family of Haima Amma, welcome to our house. Alkem says, when can I meet Usman? My father, my sister-in-law and my family are waiting for me. Then Bala says, when Usman is free, he will call you, change your clothes and rest. Then Alkem says, there is no need for this, the tribe is my father's property. I will stay in this dress until they sit on the post. Bala Hatun asks, I don't understand why. Elcham Khatun says, to keep my people at a firm step, Bala Hatun. I have to wear a dress like a man until my father comes. Malhun Khatun says, Elcham Khatun is very good. When people see you like this, they will be at a firm step. Inshallah, you will meet your father and sister-in-law as soon as possible. At this moment, fate comes and says Bala Hatun Osman is waiting for you in the wall. While listening to this, she goes from there, thanking Allah. After she goes, Malhun Khatun says, very clever and very brave. MashaAllah. Then Bala Hatun asks, what happened, Bala? What are you thinking? It seems that you did not like him. So Bala Hatun says, come, let's know before. This is the beginning of time. Along with this, they all leave the room. Then we see that Sardar Yaqub is moving forward with his family, Ye Umas, want to be the commander of all the great armies of Mirgamian. We will continue until we don't let the disaster called Ustaduddin Noyan escape from these lands. After hearing this, Mehmet says the real destruction is in the border areas. You don't have time to go to the border. Sardar Yaqub says, Mehmet, what are you trying to say? What Aban Mehmet says Usman revolted against you and your kingdom and declared his own free state. This was not enough for him. He took the princess away from Al-Khani. He knew how to escape from all these disasters. Now if even Tajuddin Noyan is defeated, then no one can stop Usman. This is what Sardar Yaqub says. I know everything in Mehmet. So I am going back to Kutaya. If Usman destroys the destruction of the religion, then one day he will become the Sultan. Do you think I will become a fool even after seeing everything? Don't forget that your sword, your mind, and your poison will be the enemy of Usman. We will not solve this matter with blood, but with mind. Mehmet, do you understand? Jaban Mehmet says, I understood. Then Sardar Yaqub says to Gonka, my children, until I am ready, you will take care of the market. I will be at your every step. You will do nothing in my knowledge. After getting off the horse, he stands in front of Sardar Yaqub. Then he says, Sultan, I want to come to you. There is no way to go to me except you. Aljar left me. My son turned away from me. So Sardar Yaqub says, Jirkutai, even after all this stubbornness, you didn't tell Usman anything about me. So Jirkutai says, no, nothing. Sardar Yaqub says, you could have said, you didn't deny me in front of everyone on my mistakes. My son tried to kill you, but you still didn't say. Thank you, dear Lord. Thank you. My door is always open for you. So the dear Lord, holding the hand of Sardar Yaqub, says, I will always be watchful over that door, Sultan. He says along with that, he takes the hand of Sardar Yaqub's hand. So Sardar Yaqub says, I know, while I am in the dungeon, you and Mehmet will stay in the cold market. You will stop Mehmet from making mistakes, which Aban Jirkutai says, my Sultan, as you command. With this, Chief Yaqub goes ahead with Sadat Khatun. Here, Usman Sahab says to the women and soldiers, on one side the Jalat of the Byzantines, on the other side Tajuddin Noyan. A great war is waiting for us. Daughter Alkem told us about the situation. We have united the Turkish lands. We have gathered the forces. Now I don't know how the war will be, but it will not be so easy. Alkem's daughter's father, Tajuddin Noyan, is with them. It is our duty to get them released. Alkam's wife says, "May Allah keep you safe, Mr. Osman. My father has about 1,000 soldiers who are not caught. If you give me permission, I will call them for the war." She shows a stamp to Mr. Osman. So Mr. Osman says, "Take the stamp and give it to the writer." As she hears this, the writer gives the stamp to the writer. So the writer puts the stamp on a letter. Mr. Man says more. The more we have, the better. Now Tajuddin Noyan wants to talk to me. He wants to make a deal. So Malhun Khatun says, "My lord, he will ask for a bayat and a shehzadi. He will ask about the beautiful lady." So my soldier Sengur comes there and says, "My lord, Tajuddin Noyan is at the city gate." Hearing this, Bala Adun asks Usman Sahab, "What will we do, Usman Sahab?" The answer is, Usman Sahab says, "He will get what I want, not what he wants." In the next scene, Sipai Bai Sungur goes to Alauddin while running the horse and says, "Prince Tajuddin is coming." Alauddin asks, "What else is there?" Jaban Sipai Bai Sungur says, "Along with him there are all the men and women of the Alkam Khatun tribe. Along with this we see that the Mongols have made women and children sit on the tip of swords. And everyone is very scared and scared. Children are crying." Sipai Bai Sungur says more. "If we try to attack, they will kill them all in one move." Hearing this, Bala Hatun asks Alauddin, "What will you do, Alauddin?" Manun Khatun says, "We have to go to war." Alauddin asks Sipai Bai Sungur, "Didn't he come to talk? Come on, we will not attack. Nothing will happen without the command of Usman Sahib." Hearing this, Sipai Bai Sungur leaves. After this, we see the statement of Tajuddin Noyan. In the vicinity of the statement, Usman Sahib, Alkum Khatun and the soldiers are sitting. Usman Sahib says, while looking at the statement, "The rest are preparing for the attack, but we will attack them before they attack us. Let's go." With this, they all move forward. They start shooting Buran and Noor and killing the guards. Then they move forward and start taking off their clothes. There we see that a Mongol commander enters Yanishar with the soldiers. And a Mongol soldier gets off the horse with the help of the soldiers. Then he looks at "Then I welcome you. It is my duty." Hearing this, the commander says, "Who are you to be equal to me?" So, Alauddin says, "You are the nephew of Jaito Khan, the rich man of the rich, Tajuddin Noyan. But I am the owner of this land, and the guard of the Turks, the son of Osman, Alauddin. If my brother Aktimur was here, he would have welcomed you instead of me. Our positions are equal. Tell me why you have come." So, the commander says, "I have come here because you people did not obey Mr. Alauddin. You are establishing a state according to your wishes, and the daughter of the Alkani state, Princess Maria, has been kidnapped and killed Gorkul Khan. I have not destroyed this city yet. Please give me the reward on this," Alauddin says. "You are talking about the emir. But do you think we will obey anyone? We only do what Allah tells us to do." Hearing this, the commander catches Alauddin in anger. So many soldiers try to move ahead, but Alauddin stops them. The commander says, "We are God's swords on the ground. You will get your revenge. I will be a test for you, Tajuddin Noyan." There, Osman goes ahead with the soldiers, whereas Buran and Konur wear the Mongolian dress, and they go ahead on Osman's signal. Then they kill the existing traitors there. Osman and Ilksham Khatun also go ahead quietly and finish off the Mongols. The Mongolian dress is also supporting Osman's report. As they kill Mangolu, they wear their clothes. As they move forward, they kill Mangolu with arrows and swords. At this moment, the two soldiers who are standing in the tent say to Usman, "This is the tent of Usman." Along with this, they shoot arrows at Usman and kill him. And Usman says to Alkam, "Don't worry, we will not go until we take your father." They say, along with Usman, Alkam and Urahan go into the tent, but there is no prisoner there. And a person is praying behind the curtain because that person is praying in the other direction, so everyone is very suspicious. After the prayer, that person raises his hand and prays. And without looking at Usman Sahib, he says, "Usman Sahib, welcome, I was waiting for you." Hearing this, Alkam Khatun says, "Tajuddin Noyan." Hearing this, everyone gets surprised and worried, and that person stays there. So with this Bolam 147 is also the end of the video. If you like the video, then like the video, subscribe to the channel.